just had the super wolf full moon in Cancer. We know this is the time of family, connection, inner child healing, connection to children, our loved ones, union, uniting, community, right? So what's happening is right now we're working with the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is helping us with this super full wolf moon in Cancer to purge the toxic feminine right now. And this is going to be really big for the collective. And remember too, this will be understanding that these energies are within all of us. And we're going to be seeing this. We probably already are seeing this. I know I'm seeing this everywhere in my universe right now. And this is going to be healing from unhealthy attachments and addictions. And where we're still destroying love, or we're not picking love because of our wounding, our conditioning, our programming, our pain, our past. So as we heal and purge this old patterning with the connection to, it's going to be like, we're going to have a massive connection to family and loved ones to reflect back to us all of life. It's about all of life. And we realize that, look, the devil's trying to trick us to make us think that we don't deserve love, or we're not worthy of love, or that we can lose love. But we can't lose love. We can't lose our counterpart, because we can't lose ourselves. And we're not losing our connection to life and source energy. That's separation. We start separating ourselves and poisoning ourselves, hurting ourselves, let pain and our victim templates just run with it into destruction and chaos. We're healing from that. This is about building elevated communities and elevated connections and creating paths that were not there before. And this is what we're actually in the time of. We're creating a path that wasn't there before. So whatever is happening here, we're accepting it, that it has had to have happened. And this is really hard, because this is also the feminine being able to choose herself too in this equation, to choose love for herself, love for her counterpart, love for her family, love for her friends, love for all. This is a win for everybody. And it's going to allow us a deeper level of connection, because this too has a lot to do with it. Like, you think about it like lying, right? Lying to keep the peace in relationships, or accepting less than what we deserve ourselves and hurting ourselves, wounding ourselves because of love. It's asking love to meet us. It's asking love to meet us with love. But in order to do this, we're meeting ourselves with love. There's a deeper connection to within, and this is going to help us to clear up what's lower vibrational within the element of air. Remember, this is what the twins are laser focusing on doing. That's why they each carry a sword. And when you study the tarot, you really get the connection to those two swords coming together. And it has to do with our authenticity and working with the energy of Aquarius. This energy of Aquarius is just being real with everything, being real with all of it, being real with walking into our multidimensionality and understanding, our higher self, our lower self, and our middle self, and our connection to the dimensions and everything all in between. It's making the connections with all of life and expanding it with the actual energy of life. That's what we're literally doing. So we can't, like, this is about the energy not fighting the energy. The action's not going to fight the mind, the thought. The action will not fight the thought any longer. The thought and the action are going to be on the same page. And that has to do with the work that the two twins are doing as each sword comes together. And we're going to discuss this further as time goes on. I have had so many downloads and been working on purging myself, and just, guys, I have so many things I want to share. That's why the channel has been not as active. to go through this and to be able to really understand it. And so I'm gonna get to understanding it and be sharing these videos with you. But I want to keep this short, sweet, and to the point, because we will be breaking this down as time goes on. But let's see what we're untwisting, because we're untwisting. Oh, that's good. I feel like we need to shuffle. We're untwisting something here. We're untwisting it. And it has to do with the element of air and our connection to the fact that the devil is trying to trick us into thinking that we're going to lose love. We're going to lose out on love. We're going to lose out on this connection with this Two of Cups and our counterpart. But we're not. That's an illusion. That's a trick that's being played on us. We have to, this has to do with self-love though, in order to see that. This is happening from within to without, not without to within. This is being able to elevate pleasure into happiness and understand that we're laser focusing on right now the wrath template. We know we've been working on the lust template and the death template, and you know, facing lust in the creation of this divine love. Facing death and facing the fear of death in this creation of expanding our connection to the divine and life, and you know, facing our fear here. And now we're laser focusing on this wrath template and healing rage, healing wrath. And that's this with the masculine. This is healing from this. This is where thought and action are connected. They're on the same page. Okay, so what are we untwisting? What are we untwisting here? It has to do with the cup. There it is. It's our connection to Cancer. To working with the cup. So working with the water, the mother, our connection to our emotions. And being able to free ourselves from the mind with action. Look at that. We have the Eight of Swords with the Queen of Wands. And they're both upright. So this means we're going to actually free ourselves from this prison within the mind by accessing the cup. Let's see where we're at. Let's see where we're actively at. Where are we actively at? This has to do with protecting the future. We're going to get into that. So stay tuned for that as well. This has to do with protecting the future. All right. What's being activated here? Where are we actively at right now? Queen of Cups and the King of Wands. There it is. The mother and the father. We're going to access our connection to everything we talked about when we first started off. Our connection to love, to our family, to our emotional imprinting, and heal from, you know, emotional wounds and triggers, and expand with the mind, being able to balance more, being able to have more intelligence, because we're going to balance the left hemisphere with the right hemisphere, be able to, you know, look at our emotions logically. Look at the energy emotion logically. Mother and father working together to come together. And right now, this is about creating peace within the mind. This is about creating peace within the mind. That's how we're going to free ourselves. And there it is, each twin coming together with a sword, each twin coming together with a truth, with a perception of a truth. And that's how we're coming together within the Two of Cups. All right, guys, part 2. We're going to break this down a little further, and thank you for being patient so I could get back here. I love you. See you at part 2.